So here's a test that every single one of our machines has to go through before we ship it to you. We believe that there should be perfect cutting along this entire blade. It shouldn't cut here, maybe here, maybe here. It should cut absolutely at every point where that reel meets this blade as it spins around. The next most important thing to us is that there is no metal-to-metal contact. When I turn this, you can hear there's nothing, no sound. At no time is the reel making contact with this blade. Now, this is important to us, maybe not to everyone, but we just don't like the idea of fine metal particles from either this blade or this reel getting into our buds or into our trim. I don't personally like the idea of inhaling red hot metal particles into my lungs. Now, whether the FDA or Health Canada says there's a certain amount allowed, I don't know, I haven't checked. But I don't like it, so I designed my machine so that it won't happen with them. But cutting is critical to getting a beautiful, clean, sharp cut on your leaves, like scissors would give. It's also critical to making sure that this blade and this reel stay clean throughout the course of the day. If it's not cutting right, if this is slipping, if the leaves are going in here and being mashed instead of cut or pulled, then the resin is going to build up along this blade and it's going to build up along this reel, this cutting surface here. And it's going to cause this blade to come up a little bit as this gets hard from being hot and evaporating. And it's going to make it cut worse and worse throughout the course of the day. But if it's cutting cleanly at every point, and you can test your own machine. If you have another brand or anything else, do this with yours and see how yours compares to the cuts of our machines. And if you don't see it cutting paper, fax paper, by the way, this is just a piece of fax paper. Stay true to the same thickness of paper so you get a good test. If it's not cutting true all the way along, you're going to see it. You're going to see sections of the blades where resin builds up more than other places. And I'll guarantee you that's simply because it's not cutting there. So let me show you how this is cutting here. Here's a clean one. Clean, 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 clean. And that is what you want to see your machine doing at all times. And because there's no metal-to-metal contact, it doesn't dull. It takes forever. This is M2 steel. This is a knife steel. This will last forever. And that edge will stay super sharp. You can always use a little diamond honing stone, and you can see that in some of our videos, to just kind of hone a razor edge back onto this every now and then. You really can't do any sharpening of the reel. But because we coat this reel in electroless nickel, this cutting edge right here is like a Rockwell 65. The electroless nickel is extremely hard. So that edge right there is really hard. And our reels are custom made for us with an extra hard special steel as well. So we start out with a much better cutting reel than the average lawnmower or greenskeeping lawnmower on the golf courses would have, which is kind of basically what these are. They're balanced, they're in perfect shape, and you'll see it when you run all day long with it. So there's a good example of why our machines are superior in at least one other way.